With the big three of Golden State sitting out, third-string point guard Pat Spencer continues his fantastic play, making his imprint felt and leading the Warriors offense to an impressive victory. After putting up 19 points and 7 assists on efficient shooting, I wanted to break down the Warriors guard's veteran skill set and his ability to generate open looks and knock down big shots within the flow of the offense, so let's get to it. With Steph Curry sitting out and Brandon Podziemski playing like trash, Steve Kerr decided to put two-way Lacrosse superstar in the starting lineup, giving him his first start of his NBA career after an impressive last couple of games. The biggest change I've noticed is Spencer does not waste any movement or dribbles. Here on the fast break, the Warriors have a 3-on-2 advantage on the strong side. Spencer attacks on the catch and notices that Garland will only stunt from the strong side off a shooting Buddy Hield, and he also has a shot blocker on his side in Evan Mobley. So he smartly picks up his dribble early and swings the ball over his head to avoid the reach-in, and is also sneaky athletic the way he explodes past the defender and covers that much ground. What normally would have been a D-cell layup by Pods is now an uncontested straight-line drive to the rim by Spencer. One play I've been seeing with more frequency and success these days is the Pat Spencer Quen post pick and pop. When Spencer comes off the pick, the Cavs are playing a show coverage with the guard chasing over the screen. Spencer keeps his dribble alive and drags the coverage a bit further from post before hitting the big man at the right time when he is fully open. This forces a much longer closeout from Mobley, and Post is able to drain a wide open no-dip three-pointer. Officer Pat has been playing like a veteran the way he is able to read the floor and keep the game simple. Spencer and Post again run a two-man game, but this time Post runs a brush screen instead. Spencer hits his defender with a hezzy, then in and out dribble to freeze him, and uses Post's fake screen to get dribble penetration with a strong right hand. Now he has a step on his defender and the rest of the Cavs are staying home. Spencer low-key has a smooth sky hook move that allows him to cleanly finish over the defense. It seems that Spencer's lacrosse experience has developed his ability to court map and get ahead of defenders' positions. The Warriors run a split action with Post trapped in the corner, and when Spencer coming off of Richard's screen, he knows that his strength off the split action is not a catch and shoot. Instead, he feels the Cavs are not switching, so he cuts to the rim to get an advantage on the defense. Mobley has to rotate as a weak side low man, and Garland has to choose between the weak side Warriors and is obviously dropping down low to help on Kuminga. Spencer reases and instantly makes a correct pass while in the air to the open Buddy Hield. Hield locks in and drains an open catch and shoot three. Spencer also has solid lateral movement. Here he keeps up with the quicker Garland on this double team and uses his chest and hands up to force him towards the sideline more. Even though he gets beat, Pat picks the pocket from behind to save the layup and comes up with the steal. I also find that my heart rate is generally on the calmer side when Spencer has the ball in fast breaks. His basketball IQ is on full display here, running the show, and he always just seems to make the right basketball play. He knows he does not have the right matchup in the much bigger DeAndre Hunter, but he purposely drives with force to attract the defense before stopping on the dime and kicking out to the trailing Guy Santos. Santos also had a solid game, and here he knocks down the fast break triple. With no Warriors superstar on the court able to create for themselves, Pat Spencer helped the offense by making quick reads. Post and Buddy Hield run a dribble handoff that also acts as a screen. Garland almost gets a steal, and Buddy's frozen and forgets how to take advantage with the defender on the ground. Buddy is so stupid here because he fully allows Garland to get up from the ground and lets Mobley play the ball and the pop out in post, and he doesn't dribble, shoot, or pass. But one ball rotation to Spencer and he wastes no time and immediately hits the cutting post for the layup. That's how you take advantage of the defense. Spencer doesn't do too much and moves into open areas on the court to be available for the kick-out pass too. With Post trying to take Mobley in the key by himself, Buddy tries to cut to the rim and Cavs miscommunicate here. I'm not sure why Garland tries to call for the off-ball switch even though Jalen Tyson is right there, but Spencer simply fills the gap here and spots up. His high arcing shot is aesthetically pleasing when it goes in. Here we have another Spencer Post pick and roll, but Spencer sees his defender looking to the side and hits Tyson with a crossover at the last second to reject the screen. Now he has a step on him. Dean Wade comes to rotate off a non-shooter from the weak side, but look at Spencer's running sky hook over two contests. There's clearly some lacrosse finesse right here. With no ball stopper or over dribbler on the court, there was beautiful basketball with a bunch of connectors in the Warriors offense. Spencer and TJD run a pick and roll and he snakes the dribble around the screen to force a switch on Mobley. With Hunter telling Garland to scram switch to avoid the mismatch in the post, the ball gets rotated to Santos, who attacks the closeout and gets another advantage. Hunter comes to help, and Mobley is wired as the weak side low man to also protect the rim. When GP2 cuts to the rim and brings his defender in the key, Spencer keeps the spacing perfect by moving up higher on the left wing. Easy kick out and much longer closeout by Mobley, and Spencer has a silky smooth jumper. I mean, look at this ball rotation. Jackson Davis attacks off the catch on the baseline, and the Cavs swarm to help. Dean Wade has to choose between the two weak side dubs, but makes a mistake by rotating more to a non-shooter in the corner versus Moses Moody up top. This kick out then forces Mitchell to rotate, and another immediate swing pass to the open Spencer on the left wing. If he can consistently knock these shots down, he's going to be a problem, and talks to the crowd. You gotta realize none of these actions are complex. It is as easy as Spencer making the right basketball play. The point guard runs a pick and roll with GP2, with Garland getting stuck on the pick and Mobley in the show. Spencer again keeps his dribble alive and drags the big man out just a bit longer, before sliding a bounce pass right to the roll man. Now Payton has a full head of steam and a step on Mobley. Hunter is too scared to fully rotate and contest, and GP2 has an easy finish with a strong left hand right at the rim. Pat just seems to have a knack for being one step ahead of the defense. On the ball rotation up top, Spencer sees that his defender in Tyson is cheating a bit and predicting the swing pass, so he counters this aggressive coverage by backdooring his defender. Shout out post for a nice bounce pass. Mitchell comes to rotate as the weak side low man. Spencer drops another bounce pass to the cutting Payton for another wide open layup. This is fantastic team basketball solely from making the right reads. I was praying that the Warriors close out this time and not have another heartbreaking loss. With Spencer running the show, Post comes to set a pick, and Cleveland decides to ice this to the sideline. Spencer uses a hesitation dribble to get Garland to think he is passing to the popping Post, but tricks both defenders and gets dribble penetration instead. GP2 is cutting to the rim and brings his man in Hunter to help, but look at this elite combination of athleticism and finesse with another running finger roll from 5 feet outside the restricted area. This dude is releasing the shot at its apex and gets a filthy roll before it drops. There you guys have it. Pat Spencer's career night was not just about the box score. It was the IQ, the swagger, and the way he kept collapsing the defense and creating clean looks for everyone around him. With Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond all sitting out, Spencer played like someone who understood exactly what the team needed on every possession. For a two-way guy making his first career start, he controlled the game like a veteran, hitting tough shots, organizing the offense, and setting the tone like a real floor general. These are winning habits and must-wins in a season so far, many ups and downs, and you can see how the rest of the team feeds off that energy. We are officially in the Pat Spencer era and might have found a reliable second-string point guard who actually properly runs the offense. Now onto a back-to-back, so if you guys enjoyed this breakdown, like and subscribe to see more.